Like, share, subscribe to our content, Candy Corso Gang. So yeah, we're gonna hit a few topics. Ryan Garcia, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. And there's been a lot going on, obviously, between Kendrick and Drake. That's been the hot take for a while. The back and forth like females, 10 songs. Sounds like they're saying the same thing over and over again. But yeah, we're gonna hit that last, I guess. Let's talk about Mr. Ryan Garcia, the heavy hitter. He's smoking on that Haney pack, you know. But him and his team have requested for the B sample be tested after the failed drug test. And allegedly, he was actually clean 17 days before the fight. Um, and the test will be done on May 22nd. Let's see, what is it saying here? Ostarine. Ostarine, which could be, something natural, but also it's being reported that there are a lot of dietary supplements and things that have some of these SARM in them, which are obviously illegal in the sport of boxing. But he is very confident that it's not enough to do what they're saying or alleging that it has done to the fight, to outweigh the fight. My outtake take is, Haney, you wasn't ready. You took him as a joke. You took what he was doing as a joke and thought, I guess, he wasn't really trained to knock your head off. And he did that. I'm just saying. Um, yeah, I know they say 3 pounds is a lot in boxing. It could be. But me personally, I done knocked out dudes that's almost double my size. I'm only like 160. So I don't know. You a trained fighter, so I think to me that's just an excuse. Ryan Garcia was the better man. He was obviously prepared, even though he was acting delusional and crazy on social media. That was to sell tickets, right? Come on. But I definitely would watch the rematch. But I also want to see Garcia fight Tank without the dehydration clause. Um, you know, with the kind of weight, if not more weight, that he had on against Haney. He looked pretty good, pretty in shape against Haney. So he was the better man that night. I'm sure we'll see both rematches. I'm almost certain we will. And it's gonna make too much money not to, right? But yeah, that's what's going on with Ryan. May 22nd, they are going to do his B sample testing or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's talk about Drake and Kendrick for a minute. According to sources, Drake's house was shot up. Had nothing to do with the beef between him and Kendrick. Obviously, there's some other things going on between Canadians, and this source is also alleging that it could be between EXO and OVO. Cash EXO, his home was shot up allegedly a couple of days, if not a week or so, before Drake's. And Drake and Weeknd, they can't stay friends. Some female stuffs too. They go back and forth every so often, unless they're doing it to sell records and just putting on a show. It's been a problem. Nobody really knows why it's not being talked about. It's probably for a female, something so slight, but no disrespect to the ladies, of course not. But that's what they're alleging the beef is about. Sources also saying that there were guys outside the property before the shooting that were screaming, playing loud music, being obnoxious. Neighbors did see that um, before the security guard got close enough for them to shoot him. So yeah, hope everything's good with the security guard. Obviously Drake is fine, cool, whatever. But let's get to the beef, or the tracks, or the fake beef, or the clickbait beef, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I wish they would have kept it more about music, about accomplishments, certain things like that. Not bringing kids in it, parents, family. They didn't have to do all that. That was nonsense. It's extra, and it doesn't do either one of them any good. Um, Very disrespectful, which I guess you could say hip hop is that, and that's the problem. Our culture is that. There's nothing but that. There's no loyalty in our culture. There's no gratitude. It's all discredit, take, steal, backstab, bite, manipulate, get over. That's what the culture is. It's always been that. I guess that's what, our culture was taught at a certain point in time, but it wasn't taught at a certain point in time. We rather help others and tear down each other. That's what I'm getting from this beef. Like I said, I met Kendrick and ASAP. They opened up for Drake on the Paradise Tour. We had the opportunity to be backstage, also to hang with Drake and his family at a private venue after the tour. So to me, yeah, Kendrick had a buzz, but Drake was the bigger artist, obviously. It still is the bigger artist. So I think Drake shed light on Kendrick and ASAP, and he had a lot to do with their careers elevating to where it has and where it is, right? So, like I said, back to the culture. This is expected, and I understand a lot of people want the number one spot. A lot of people want to prove that they belong at a certain place, and you don't. But at the end of the day, man, like it's too much going on around us that's real. People are really losing their life for the pettiest things, or people are still being controlled, manipulated, starving, going without while they want to get on here and beef for clickbait or whatever the case may be. Instead of being man and handling it behind closed doors, or they want to put out records so they can benefit and profit from it, right? And that's what we're doing. We're feeding that machine. But what are they doing for us? All this power, all this money, all this big voice, these people that they're connected to. Why aren't they doing anything to benefit us? With politicians, with I don't know, knowledge, whatever they can share or shed light on. We don't get that, right? And I definitely understand and I respect J. Cole for backing away from this beef. J. Cole to me showed he had more respect for himself and his family, morals and values, and also at the end of the day, he wanted to maintain his peace, and the karma that could come from that. I know it's been a lot of people clowning J. Cole and whatever the case may be, but those people to me are cowards. I think J. Cole made the right choice. Drake should have made that choice. Kendrick should have made that choice. I mean, to me, Kendrick is a conscious rapper. All three great rappers, but like I said, I feel like J. Cole won in this situation. Maybe not, the clickbait winning or the attention winning, but J. Cole doesn't want that attention. J. Cole likes the fact that he can live somewhat a normal life and not be harassed and whatever. And like I said, I get it. And it's nothing but respect for J. Cole. Still one of the best to do it. I mean, he's still gonna be one of the best to keep doing. I'm sure he's gonna come out with more music. But yeah, I'd rather not hear anything else from Drake and Kendrick, just being honest. At this point, we done heard the same stuff in all 10 songs that they have combined. I think they've made enough off the beef. I think whatever their motive was for this, I think they've reached that, right? I mean, I think give it a break, give it a rest, or end it. Like, just let it go and get back to making music, get back to doing whatever y'all do. Enough people have, talked about it, made money off of it. But at the end of the day, it's not helping the culture. It's only adding fuel to the culture and discouraging the culture, if you ask me. So yeah, that's how I feel. That's my take. So like I said in the beginning of the video, like, share, subscribe to our content, our page, Candy Corso Gang. Hopefully tomorrow I can get back on here and update y'all. Amina is in Tennessee. She will see a vet tomorrow to confirm her pregnancy for the first litter. So yeah, that's the news. And I'll get back to y'all. Stay easy.